Lucky Sparrow 777.
Yo, what's up, guys? The real question for this New York Knicks team is, can the Knicks win a championship? We've already seen how much depth this Knicks team has. If one player isn't performing at its very best, the other player is going to step up and start to produce. As we saw in the San Antonio Spurs game, Jalen Brunson did not have the best night. He only shot 30% from the field, only had around 20 points, which is a lot but for Brunson's standards, it's not that much. He had around 7 rebounds and 9 assists. But when you Mikal Bridges, he had an elite night, shooting around 60% from the field, with 40 points. Like, Mikal Bridges was feeling it against the Spurs. The Spurs had no defensive matchup to stop Mikal Bridges. Whatever shot he was putting up, bang. You knew that was a swoosh every single time. But then for the San Antonio Spurs, it was Victor Wembanyama. It was like Wemby was feeling it. But how do you stop a man like that? 7'4", he's lengthy. There's no way to stop him. He had around 40 points. The real problem for this Knicks team is defensive matchup against good centers. I mean, that's why I think the big struggle is. Karl-Anthony Towns is a defender, but he's not a great defender. He still needs to work on his footwork, especially for defense. And his athleticism is not the best. And he could go throw it down, but his defensive pressure and instincts can be much improved. So I'm still hoping for the Knicks to try to get a defensive prowess center, backup center, before the trade deadline. I don't know when Mitchell Robinson is coming back. I haven't heard anything on Mitchell Robinson, which is kind of crazy. But I still think this Knicks team needs a backup center. That would be the ultimate catalyst to, like, that's the one factor that the Knicks need to win a championship. I say we're not at that level yet. The biggest competition is the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Boston Celtics. I mean, as far as right now, the Knicks aren't better than the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers only have 4 losses on the season. They have looked incredible throughout this NBA season. Evan Mobley stepping up, Jared Allen doing his part. Everybody on the team is doing their role. And you could say the same thing for the Knicks, but the Knicks' weakness is rim protection and interior defense. That's still a big struggle. The Spurs were getting slam dunks, bro. Like, I was watching that game. I was like, the Knicks are letting up all these slam dunks. And the Spurs kept it close the whole game. And to be honest, the Spurs are not a great team. They have Victor Wembanyama, which they did a good job getting him the ball most of the time. And he was able to exploit the matchup against Karl-Anthony Towns or against Josh Hart, whoever was on him at the time, and score almost every time. Because Wemby would take a couple threes, he'd miss a couple, but he made some deep ones. There's nothing you could do about that. But when he gets into that post, you can't really block him either, because he's 7'4". All he has to do is reach his wingspan all the way to the top. Bam, get a swoosh, a little fadeaway. You don't even need the fadeaway. Just jump up in the air. As far as other teams being able to try to guard Wembanyama, other teams would have done a better job. Karl-Anthony Towns I'd say Wemby is faster because his long strides. There's still some improvements I like to see from Karl-Anthony Towns on the defensive end. But as far as if OG Annunoby can be a mentor towards Karl-Anthony Towns, that would help a lot. But still, this Knicks team needs a backup center. As I'll keep addressing in these Knicks videos until the Knicks actually get a quality defensive backup center that they play. I think is Huskaporty or Jericho Sims. Jericho Sims is not much of a defensive center. Ariel, he is solid. The Knicks don't play him. Tom Tibbs does not want to play Ariel. That's the problem. So you need a center that actually be a good center, not nobody like DeAndre Jordan. Like with the Denver Nuggets, they'll play DeAndre Jordan. Overall, though, the Knicks have been playing very well. They've been making the right rotations on defense, especially off the perimeter, and they're doing everything necessary to help win these games. And some of the games are blowouts, some of the games are close. Knicks know how to execute properly, and that's why they're getting these W's. The game tonight is the Orlando Magic against the Knicks. I'm predicting that the Knicks win. around. I'm going to say the Magic keep it close because Magic have definitely surprised me. They are fundamentally sound, even without Franz Wagner and Paulo Banchero. They still look like a great quality team, balanced defensively and offensively, and they have solid rim protection. So I'm going to say the Magic keep it close, but in the fourth quarter, the Knicks will take over, hit some threes, bombs away. So I'll give the win to the Knicks. I just hope this rim protection thing can get solved out, and I just know the Knicks would be so much better of a team, even though the Knicks are playing great. I'm not going to minimize the Knicks' performances because the Knicks have ultimately done very well, and I love their performances. I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember to subscribe if you enjoyed. Peace out. Let's go Knicks. Make this video up to 6 minutes. Appreciate the support.